going on, guys? It's the boy John Bird, and I wanted to share my new Tier Elements updated profile. I got first place at 25th Anniversary Rarity Collection Tournament here at DreamersVault. I went undefeated, didn't drop any games. My first match was against Rika Sun Avalon. My second was against Branded Bestial. My third match was a Tier Horus Mirror, and my fourth was a Matadome. But without further ado, it's going to get into the profile. So we play 2 Perlino, 1 Grief, 1 Scream. I know, strange, really strange ratios, but I'll explain later. So 2 Sarks, because obviously we play Tier Horus. We play Foolish and Foolish Burial Goods. Trivia Karma to be able to search Grief. Perlino, Scream, so that's pretty good. I play the 1 Crime. I know a lot of people don't like playing Crime, but there's a lot of applications with being able to banish tier monsters with tier cash, or having to deal with bestials, banishing your stuff, and then being able to recurve that so you can fuse again later. So this card, really good. And also it's a speed 3. 2 Select, because it's Select and it negates stuff forever. It's not just for the moment. It's while that monster is on board, it's permanent. And 3 Mseti, shout out Cookie. We eat in the battle phase. 1 Happy. This card is broke, really good. Let's not talk about it anymore so they don't ban it. 2 Diviner. Card is just insane. Somebody at Konami made this custom card. I don't know why we have it, but we gotta play it. And then 2 Shufflers, 2 Millers. Lately, what I've been doing is milling 10 cards with my opponent, shuffling them back, mitigating the deck to where I know, like, I'm gonna mill 10 more cards and make my opponent mill 10 more cards. There's been situations where I mill my opponent's entire non-engine, and then they just can't interact with me or can't beat my board. 2 Reinhardts, they're all 2, so you can't negate them. 1 of the girls, sharing sexy. The adopted girl. 2 Big Snake. Little Snake. And I've seen myself sometimes pushing for the 4th danger, trying to unbreak my hand. So this is kind of my new tech, just adding another danger, being able to fix my hands with dangers, and also it's a dark, so you can fuse it away.
Why no Mothman?
Mothman is really good. It's a dark. It's got a level 4. And it's a discard, but now that we're like in an SP format, to me, it feels like we need the body, because sometimes if you're interrupted too much, you're able to make the SP at least and kind of like have at least 1 or 2 interactions with your opponent. So the body is very important. That's why these 2 dangers are incorporated instead of the other 2. And they're secret, so you can't negate it. 2 Melee, shout out Hunter for finding these for me. We went through all that ball, got lost on. Thank you so much, man. 1 Denier, because this card is broke once per duel. Help make rank 4s. And then 1 Destrudo, 1 Unchained Shyama, because this is insane. Being able to like set a Trivia Karma, pop, summon, and then like banish it, add the field spell, then like target another monster, pop another card that your opponent has, like, it's pretty good. Like, there's a lot of applications with this card. It's a level 6, it's a water, and it's also a fiend.
If you look closely, it says Tier Elements Unchained.
Yeah, if you look closely, it says Tier Elements Shyama.
Yeah.
And then 1 Beast, because I like drawing cards. I know we're not like window locking anymore, but like, you want stuff to like help you progress in this deck, and that's why we run the Beast.
Nice.
Moving on to the extra deck, we're gonna start with Stapelia, Quarter Century, can't be negated. Garura, Mud Dragon, Dangerous, Kaleido, because he's the boss. And I think that's it for the fusion monsters. For the XCs, I run a very unorthodox XC package. So Beatrice, obviously that's like standard. And then since we are playing Horus cards, we play the Zombie Vampire. Shout out Little Davion for this Photon Lord. There's only one printing of this card, and this card is extremely hard to get. It's 3,000 defense, monster negate. Really, really good body. Also gives you like protection against Nibiru. Something if you have like tier engine already, you make this, and then you play like your Sulik or your Planet, and you're like, you feel a little safer circumventing and navigating your plays. Then because this deck is very prominent and it's everywhere, and there's a lot of graveyard effects, Dweller, you need to run this card, especially if you're going to be milling cards and you're in the mirror. If whoever gets the Dweller first normally wins. Also remembering that your first miller or your first shuffler is for interaction, and your second is to recycle. Always keep that in mind. There's no other way that you'll be able to like mitigate the mirror match without understanding the sequencing and when to shuffle and when to mill. So this card is insane. It's like you get to play by yourself and the tier mirror doesn't even matter. Then Baguska for when you do get shifted, because that card does exist. And playing 3 Herald of Orange Light is an extreme break. Before, when we had 9 different fairy monsters in the deck, I think it was plausible. Now, I think the best option we can do is probably just make 2 Ram 4s, make Bagusa. I don't like the Bahamut Shark and Toad package. I know that Toad is an Omni Negate and can get you like tier cash or Rhinoheart in hand. But
it's expensive.
It's expensive, but like it's also another slide in an extra deck when this card itself can like buy you another turn. And then Typhon. A couple instances where I made this card able to remove a problematic monster and pass my turn. My opponent can't make anything big enough to out this. Turn comes back to me, and then we play from there. And then to zero it out, we play 1 Baron, we play 1 Sprin, 1 Crasheep, and Padme Amidala is the Little Knight. Shout out my boys at Dreamers, Ken, Alec, Steve. Let me borrow SP for the tournament. And since we are still live with the regional grind, I will not be sharing my side deck today. Shout out to Team WUNAX, shout out to Lost Zone, shout out to Reap, shout out to all my boys. And yeah, that's the deck profile.